Hi, it's Candy. Welcome to the Art of Planning, where we plan powerful, on purpose, and pretty. I'm so glad you joined us today, and I'm also going to share with you what I think is some priceless planning. I have never ever before done planning, used my planner for a specific project planner. I've always used it with a calendar in it, with my page, with my monthly pages in it, with my day at on 2 pages. So it's always been a strategic to-do and to keep up with a schedule in it. I have never used it for a project planner. So this is the first one that I've done, and I've showed it to you before when we were kind of at the beginning stages of working on our house. But I want to show you how this has evolved for me, because it has completely changed with the progress of the house and what we have done. And to be quite honest with you, I have no idea whatsoever what I would have done without it. This has been incredible. So I'm going to share that with you. And many of you may have used your planners for projects. I just never have, and it has honestly been a lifesaver. And I will tell you also that wherever we go, and I have this with me, and I don't go any place without it, quite frankly. I have people comment on it and ask me about it, and that kind of surprises me a little bit, but you know, I always share with them what's going on. So I will try to remember to link the video that I shared at first with it, because it has changed quite a bit about it. So let's jump into that, and I will show you what I have done. So I started out with this to kind of, you know, sort out my thoughts, to find resources. I just was starting at square one, and I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, where to find resources, what kind of anything I wanted. I was just kind of scouring ideas. Speaking of which, there are 2 sources I would share if you're doing anything like this with a house. One of them is houzz.com, HOUZZ.com. That's incredible for ideas. The other is, and you know what, the painters gave me that resource. That has been incredible. And then another one that we've used a lot is build.com. We've ordered a lot of things from them. We have done a lot of things local. I want to be sure and throw that out. We've done a lot of things local. And just because of where we live, we've had to do some things online too. So this is the first part of where my house things start. I have gotten a week at a glance pages for the beginning of this, just so I can kind of keep up with what's going on a calendar and see where things are. Haven't done much in May. I don't have any of my planning pages done in anything for May. That is on the books for this afternoon. Okay, so here's where my house things start. Now, where I am now is, I was at a point the first of the week where I was like, I don't know where I am, what I've got, what goes in every room. I don't want to carry invoices around with me and all of that. So I spent some time doing this so I would know what was where, how things looked, where things were, so that whenever I did go some places and wanted to have some references with me, I guess I didn't have to think too hard, or I didn't try to remember. I swear I can walk into a store, and I think those little scanners they have just wipes my brain completely out, because I walk into a store and I forget what I'm doing. So this is the guest bath. I have this light fixture above a mirror we already have. However, it's this light fixture in this finish. Could not find a picture of the 3 light in this finish, but that's how that's going to look, and it just helps me to know that, and to know I already have that done. I've got some more to do in the guest bath, but it helps me to know what I've got, what kind of finish is in there, blah blah. Okay, then there are notes for me to go fill in some things on this. In the master bath, I've got these fixtures. I've got this on double ends of the tub. I've got this on both of the sinks. I've got this in the pool, on the pools, okay? So that helps me to remember what I did, what it's going to look like. I've looked at so many light fixtures. Honestly, if I didn't have it in front of me, I might forget that. I've got right down here a note on the date I ordered. I have right up here a little note on where I ordered it from, what the ship date has. Up here I've got where I ordered it, what the ship date has. I mean, I can't have enough information, guys, honestly. That just keeps me lined out. This is the pendant lights that will go above the arch, above the sink. This is a little pendant. It's a little wall shade that's going to go in one specific place in the kitchen. I've got the finish right there. I've got this. So I don't have to rely on memory. Now, I still have to do some more work on lighting, but I don't have to pull everything up on the computer. I can open my book. I can see what lighting group family I used, and I can go either to that or I can look at something that harmonizes. When we were in the store the other day, I opened it to this page and I opened it to these pages, which is incredibly helpful. The other thing I did was, this is how I started out what I was going to do in the bathroom. I punched that wrong, didn't I? I was completely overwhelmed with the master bath, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. I couldn't find what I wanted. I didn't like where I was going with it. And then I got up one morning, I got on House, and I saw this picture, and it just all fell into place. I had already had the mirrors. I think I showed you the mirrors last time. If I can't get into that, it's no big deal. But the mirrors have the gray tone. You had seen this picture before. Everything else is going to be gray. The granite's going to be gray with some tan specks in it. So this is what allows me to go with the antique bronze fixtures everywhere else. I mean, it just fell into place, and it was wonderful. So this is the inspiration for how I went ahead and went in the bath. Now, it's almost like I'm doing an interior type video, and I'm not. I'm just showing you that having pictures has helped me move forward, and having the planner right here is the way that has just let it all come together, stay together, and it's just honestly been such a blessing, it's hard to say. Okay, so that's my first section right now. It's like the things that are done, how they're done, how I keep them together so that I stay focused. These are some measurements of some things. This is all current that I want to know, and some of the things here still need to be done. So they're in this first part. These are still things that need to be done with the island. Those are all pretty current things right there. You've seen this page before. It's resources. I don't use all these resources now, but I'll probably be keeping this forever and ever someplace. We still have to get hinges ordered. Yeah, we still have to get hinges ordered. Okay. So, then we're going to go to the next section. Now, one thing about the planner is, since I started, I have now been through it. I have used pages. I've used pages up. I don't need them anymore. I have removed them. I've made sure that I don't need that information, or that information has been consolidated into something else. Maybe it's been evolved. If it's not necessary, it's been taken out. I have had to keep it clean so that it doesn't mess with my mind. At one point, before I got these pictures added, there were just so many pages and so much stuff, but then not necessarily what I needed, that it was making me crazy. So I had to get this to where it was a helpful tool, not a crazy tool. And whenever I looked at it, it was like, I don't even know what's in here anymore, because it's so crazy, because how I started was not what I need now. So that makes sense in not only this planner, but in daily planners, in weekly planners, in monthly planners. You need to keep up with it, where it's a powerful tool, it's an on-purpose tool, and you know, the pretty part of it, that makes it pleasing to our eyes, and that makes us want to use it. Okay, so this now is a section where we are thinking, you know, I told you we're downsizing. So part of doing a new house is decorating. But I don't need to go out and buy a lot of new things right now. Boy, it's tempting to, and I want to. But we are trying to think about the things that we have right here that we can put into collections and we can highlight and use and have fun with. So that's part of what this is right here. And then another part of it are just blank pages, because I know that we're going to need them. We're going to do a fireplace and insert this fall. I've told you that. No need to go into that. But these are just some other pages that will be available for me to do some things with. And then this is, again, some other things. I need to consolidate that into one place or the other. These are some of our other things that we will be able to use. I don't know if I've told you this or not. I have a collection of Luray. Luray is kind of like Fiesta ware, except Luray they are pastel dishes. My grandmother had those, and I got those a long time ago when she passed away, and I've added to that collection, but we've always had it in a built-in here in our home, and the built-in has some incredible history behind it, but I won't go into it. But our 11-year-old the other day asked me, which is so funny because we've never used those dishes, but he asked me the other day, he said, Cece, can we use the good dishes whenever you get moved to the new house? And I said, the good dishes? And he said, yeah, the ones we've kept in the cabinet all those years. And I thought, whoa. And Jim and I already talked about that. Those will be the dishes whenever we get moved. And I thought, why do we keep behind glass things that we love? That's just crazy. And at 11, we've never used those dishes, but for some reason he knew they were special. I guess because they've been kept up. That is so sad. Yeah, we're going to use the good stuff. We're going to pull out things that have been precious to us, so precious we've kept them away. That's kind of crazy. We are using the good stuff that we've had boxed up. So we're pulling out collections of things, and those are going to be in the new house. So I just wanted to show you the way this planner is so very powerful and so very on purpose, and it being a planner that is not a weekly or not a daily, but it's a project planner. And I can guarantee you that I will be using some of my planners. I will be using much more of my planners as project planners in the future. I just am so happy with the way that this has turned out. So if you haven't done that with anything and you have a project coming up that you want to try that, I am just going to encourage you like crazy to pull out a planner, to get to work using that as a project planner. I had no idea how to start doing that either. You'll figure it out as you move along, and it will just be one of the best things that you had ever done. So I love my project planner. I would even call it, in this case, absolutely priceless. And thanks for watching, guys. I know this is a little bit out of the norm, but I thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, hit that little subscribe button. The little bell beside it is notifications. You'll always get noticed whenever I upload a new video. Thumbs up is always a good thing. Tell your friends about it. The next video is either going to be one on tags or it's going to be one on my move to the new binder for my day on 2 pages. I'm going to do that. I do have lots of good ideas in mind. The house has kept me so busy, so thanks for hanging in there while we are doing that. You guys know I appreciate you so much. Again, thanks for hanging in there with me. We'll get back on track, I promise. Hugs to all of you, and know that you are appreciated. Thanks. Bye.